Shamans with town rounds. Ooh.
All right, so we are live right now with the last round, or not one of the last rounds, one of the last rounds of the 5-map cup. It's me and Skoomymooms. How you doing, Skoomy?
All
All
We've
right.
got Shamans picked already. I don't know if you saw that on blue.
Snow Shamans on blue. Okay. For ice. Let us move to the game screen. Hey, what's up, Nafgar? And we got Alchemist or Nomads in second seat. So what's going on here? We got dwellings in round one, then digs, then dwellings, double big building, then town. So how would you approach a track like this?
Step one, you don't bid the Shamans. You're trying to smash that town round, right? I mean, there's not a lot of points on the pass tiles, right? It's just big building. You've got double big buildings toward the end. You've got these 2 dwelling rounds early that you can kind of smash if you're a dwelling rush faction like Mermaids or something, though they're already blocked by blue Shamans. So yeah, it just doesn't feel like there's a whole lot of points in this game, and you're really going to be trying to maybe play the cults and just really hit that round 5 town, secure your scoring favors. That's my thoughts of the track.
Yeah, that sounds kind of where I'm at, right? So we got our factions. Okay, we got blue Shamans, Nomads, Architects, and then Witches. I kind of like Nomads here at first glance. What's your thoughts on that?
I'd probably bid Witches just because they're insanely strong on this map. Yeah, Barnawal seems to agree, but I would probably put Nomads second because they should at least be able to do well in this with the round 6 towns, and they can probably get out 3 towns with like a round 4 stronghold or something like that, and they at least appreciate both coins tiles being in. I think I'm just bidding Witches here just on general strength, especially on this map. Like, their stronghold is really good. You get to start on the big building tile, build your stronghold, and just Witches played all over the map.
Yeah, a stronghold opening seems really, really appealing. Nafgar's in the chat also thinking that Snow Shaman seems bad on this track. I don't think they look particularly good, but I don't know. Every single time I've seen them in a game recently, they've impressed me more than I thought they would be. So maybe they'll be okay. Jekyll has already moved to Nomads, first person to bid on something other than Witches. So our bonus tiles that we're missing is ship scoring, dwelling scoring, and TP scoring. So we have all of the econ pass tiles, but we're missing some scoring, which I think favors a faction like Witches a lot to get those extra points, and probably wouldn't surprise me if it favors something like Nomads too, just because they can get that econ going. But maybe I think Nomads really want more than just one scoring tile in the game.
I think they'd prefer more, but the coins are nice though.
Coins are very nice. Nomads love coins. Architects, I am a little surprised about here. This is a faction that really likes an early town. But maybe with both the big building tiles or big building scoring rounds in, they'll plan a town at like round 2 or round 3, and then town 2 more times in round 6, and just like get the 2 key town early, and then set up. Because I think Architects are really good on this map. I've had a lot of.
I think they really struggle into Nomads here, though. I think they're.
That's fair. Yellow factions usually have a really good job of messing up red factions.
Especially on this map as Architects. Like, you don't get C5, so you don't get the bridge town to B6. You have to start on G7 probably if you want that southeast town.
Yeah.
And then, like, Nomads potentially start I4, so you don't get the G5 to I3 cut through. I think it just spells a lot of problems.
It does. I don't know how likely nomads are to start on I-4 given the other factions in here, because there's not going to be neighbor on I-4. Maybe they start anyways and just plan on.
They probably don't. That's fair.
Yeah. Uh, I guess an interesting question is do you think architects are gonna be willing to start D7?
Um,
That's always a really interesting hex for red factions on this map because you can get a ton of leech there, but it's also really easy to get trapped.
I'm generally not. I really like the Pokeball on Giants, and it can be okay on Treasurers. I feel like I don't really love it on Treasurers. I don't like it on Architects. Obviously, Mags you can't Pokeball yourself. I probably wouldn't here. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think with nomads in the game, if I get that one dwelling trapped in, and then the other place that I start, say the other place is like G5 or G7 or something. If I don't get my shipping going super early and D7 gets Pokeball, then I've just lost access to like a huge portion of the map. And then am I one town architects in a round 6 towns game? Like that sounds very dangerous.
That sounds abominable. So they're probably going to be starting something like E2, G7 then. Maybe G5 instead of E2, but probably one of these two. Okay, so Barnwal's moved to Architects. We got Witches down to 26, Nomads on 33, and unsurprisingly, Snow Shamans are going to be our 40.
Yeah, I think you said that they've surprised you with how well they've done before. They really crave a high scoring setup, I feel like. But also, one of the problems with Shamans here is not just the problem with Shamans, the faction. It's just that generic blue on Fire and Ice, I think, is quite terrible.
Fair.
Like mermaids are one of the best factions on this map, but that's because like of their shipping and their town ability and stuff like that. But if you're just blue without built-in shipping and mermaids towns, this map is quite punishing in my experience. Like wisps, I think, can really struggle on this map.
Yeah, that's super fair. Okay, I think that fixed it. There was a little bit of a visual thing going on the stream, and I think, yeah, okay, yeah, that's exactly what I just did, Nafgar. All right, cool. So, what do you think Barnwal's motivations for putting blue snow shamans in the game were? What do you think he saw here that made him think that was an interesting faction to play, or do you think he was just throwing a curveball at the table?
I think he just likes throwing in wild stuff. Like he likes making like messy wheels and stuff too. And like shamans, like he's seat 1, so you can't make a wet messy wheel. But that's just like it doesn't really matter what else gets placed in. That's never going to be all that good of a faction. It's kind of going to be an ugly faction to play on this map and this track. And I think that maybe was just his thought. It's like, this looks gross. Like, see with maybe there's an angle here, but it's going to be hard to find, and maybe somebody else will bid it too soon.
Fair. So really just like trying to start throwing mud at the board and hoping someone else slips in it.
Yeah. Something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Like in the hidden cup, I think his account like made a sandwich every single game it could or something like that. Like it was
fair.
Like some messy games.
Yeah. I know. Matt does a lot of that too, so I think it just might be the way they like to play. Okay, so we're down to 34 on Architects, 33.
This feels pretty overbid for Architects to me.
Yeah. I don't know if it's overbid relative to Snow Shamans, but I do think it's probably overbid relative to Nomads.
Yeah, I meant in relation to Nomads and Witches. I think this is fine. I think 7 points relative to Shamans is fine, but
yeah. So Nafgar's in the chat. Nafgar was part of the commentary crew for the early European game, and apparently Barnwal told him at IRIC that he was going to pick an ice faction no matter what. He just wasn't sure which one yet. So I guess I like this. I like Snow Shamans more than Selkies on this track. I don't know if I like more than Ice Maidens or Yetis, though.
I think I'd prefer Selkies even here, I think, because
Really?
you're probably going to be able to make 3 towns with your like river dwellings.
Yeah,
Shamans are probably going to struggle to find space here.
that's super true. Yeah, those river dwellings are very powerful. I was more just thinking the opening being a little bit awkward,
Hmm.
right? Because you're not incentivized to build your big building early, and I think
Yeah.
that's part of the
I,
power of
yeah,
Selkies is ice
that's
giants
fair.
basically.
That's fair. Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I would probably play them as just temple Selkies and just never build a
sure,
stronghold, but they're
sure.
not in the game, so it's
Yeah, it's
all
irrelevant.
hypothetical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not important here. Okay, so which is still sitting on
So we kind of
26.
yeah. It's the classic behavior that seems to happen where everybody piles on the number one faction early, and then like a few people move off, and then everyone's hesitant to move back to the top faction, and everything else gets bit down relative to it.
Yeah,
Because I feel like witches have just sat at 36 or 26 for a while now, while everything else has been bid down.
they have. Yeah, it's been all nomads and architects since Alloran got down to 26 on witches. At some point, I would want to probably throw another bid or two on witches, right?
Yeah, I think witches are quite good here. I'm
Yeah.
not. Maybe I'm missing something in like a problem in their game, but
Well, so your line was witches start big building and open stronghold. The
you
other
could start spade realistically,
well, I was gonna
or
say the other common line is
or even
temp
temp
ship.
ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, temp ship. I don't think you would get double dig. I think architects will beat you to double dig if they take worker power, and they want it. But
I think if you leave architects spade, they probably just take spade.
that's fair. Yeah.
Or even priest, to be honest. Like, there's a
They
possibility
do like the
nomads get
priest.
spade in like C2 here.
Yeah, there's a chance of that. Honestly, I could, depending on how the green faction wants to open, I think temp ship, the spade, or big building all make some sense. I kind of lean more towards if we're building our stronghold, we want to build it in like round 4,
Mm-hmm.
just to score it, and make sure we get a scoring tile early by opening temple.
Mm-hmm.
But I could be wrong. I mean, it's not like the point value is all that different if you open up on the big building tile. And if you're the only person, I don't want to. I guess this is wrong for big building because 2 workers is 2 workers. But
Yeah.
being able to score that big building tile, maybe twice before anyone else builds their buildings
Exactly.
could be nice.
Also, I think like if you're opening temple as witches, you're still gonna take an econ favor first. It's probably just gonna be your
True.
second temple. I would assume that. I mean, with
Yeah.
round 6 towns, even if the rest of the track and past tiles are kind of bad, I'm still going fire 1 as witches here if I'm not opening stronghold.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think you kind of have the same pace to getting a scoring favor as
Yeah.
temple witches that open econ favor.
That's a totally reasonable line of thinking. Okay. Bidding is now to Jekyll. Witches got another bid thrown their way. Jekyll bid on witches, and then Alloran bid back on witches.
I think. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say something about probably bidding witches down to like almost. Oh, all right, we got a game. Okay.
Barnawal goes. All right.
Barnawal
I'm
has
curious what his
taken
plan is.
the Snow Shamans, starting on D6. Okay.
I'm wondering if the reason witches kind of stopped getting bid so much is they're worried about F5. F5 plus temp ships sneaking its way to shamans, but I think like F5
Sure.
is just good on mermaids. I don't know how great it is for. I guess it's okay for shamans, but like you're just going to be alone over there.
Not bad. Okay, so we got E2 is the first start, C5 from
Okay.
for nomads. C4 is the first witch's placement, and then I know traditionally on Fire and Ice it's just C4 E4.
Well, if it was mermaids, then you'd place D9 here, I think.
Fair, and that's probably
So that
what
you
Alloran is thinking about. Still goes with E4.
I would too, just because I don't think you're supposed to get F5 here. But like, if you're facing mermaids and you go E4, they just place F5 and take D9 from you, and then you're sad.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so this is probably something like G4 or maybe H6.
I think this is either. No, it's Architect's placement right now.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, you were talking about later, yeah.
Yeah, and then
I thought Architects might start B5 there, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, G4. You're right.
Okay,
yep.
And then H7, and then are we going to see like an A4 out of Nomads just to try and make sure they get connection, or make it a lot easier to connect?
Yeah, you definitely could go for like an A4. You could go I4 with shamans in the south now.
Yeah, one of you will probably hit H4 relatively quickly. Probably more likely to be nomads, and then the two of you have a neighbor. I'm just trying to figure out what is nomad's likely path to connection.
I was gonna say.
That's
Sorry, go ahead.
That to me is like a crux of a lot of games on Fire Ice is how do you end up cutting through the center continent to connect.
I think you could place A4 and like secure B5 early, and then that gets you through, but you still risk disconnection at that point in that you still need to get like D4 plus like G5, or well, I guess just D4 plus G5, or you need to cut all the way across that south continent.
Yeah.
But possibly Nomad's connection here is just Sandblast H8 at some point, and then like 3 ship to E6, and then that's your connection. Like it's actually should be pretty safe this game, I think.
Yeah, that's seems like a pretty straightforward path. Okay.
Like without, and I guess your risk there is if like shamans get to I7 somewhat early, then I guess H8 could be at risk before you have your stronghold up.
I don't think
I think East connection's probably fine, to be honest.
Yeah, I think connecting this way is probably towards the east is probably going to be easier, and it's going to be a while before Snow Shamans could get over to I7, but. Red is in the tank about where he wants to put this last. All right.
Okay, so he does go I4.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we got to see whether this is. I could see Spade, Temp Ship, or he does just go Spade.
So Spade for witches.
Seems reasonable enough to me.
Yeah, and then we could see Priest, Big Building, or even Temp Ship, honestly, for Architects. I don't think Temp Ship is as good as Priest or Big Building would be, but I could see the argument for it, right? Especially if you want to SA town from like E2 to H5. You could take Temp Ship, go over to G5, and do that.
As long as Double Dig floats long enough for you to take like H5 with Double Dig. There's no other 3/9s, so it should float back to you.
Yeah, especially if you're on Temp Ship. The only person who might beat you to it is whoever ends up on worker power. But if you like first action G5, you could second action H5 G8 on a double dig, and then pick up the bridge or a priest action to get over to F6 for a free dig.
Yeah.
And then if you could also build you could have like a full dwelling rush because you could build H9 from G8 too. The one thing would be having to. Yes. Okay. She does take Temp Ship here. So I think that's probably her plan, right? First action G5 and then double dig second action for H5 and G8 and get, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a full 7 dwellings out?
Yeah, mini rush.
I think if she could also get the bridge, she can build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dwellings and just have all her dwellings.
Oh, I don't know if she's getting the leech for the bridge though. Like she looks like she's in a pretty low leech position, right? She needs another 6 leech. I don't think she's getting that.
Fair.
Like especially if she doesn't upgrade to a TP, right? Like like if you're going for Dwelling Rush, then you don't get upgrades anywhere. So
sure.
Yeah, I just don't think 6 leech is happening.
Okay, that's totally reasonable.
So I think it's like probably mini rush and with a TP.
Yeah,
Like
mini rush
4
and a
dwellings
TP.
and a TP.
Yeah, I mean that's still a great opening.
It's still solid. I like the temp ship line. I just don't think it's a full Dwelling Rush is happening.
Yeah.
That's all.
So Nomad's connection might be fragile if Shamans take C3 and Architects take B5. Yeah. I agree, Nafgar. I think Skoomy is correct in that the way they're going to want to connect is through H8 and then hitting like E6 or something over here. But Architects definitely have tempo on them up to B5, and it wouldn't surprise me if Snow Shamans want to dig C3 to make sort of like a SA town here in the center. All right, so we got a couple of TPs up to start.
I assume Jekyll just builds G5 here.
Yeah, that would be my...
If her plan is mini rush, maybe she just builds E2, and it feels a little risky if she wants double dig.
I agree. I think G5.
Yeah, especially because actually Shamans would be ready to take it.
Yeah, you would give the... I think what she's thinking about is she might be worried that Shamans are getting it anyways.
Yeah.
Because if Witches upgrade C4, then Shamans have the 12 power.
Yep. But I don't think there's not really much she can do about that though, right? Unless she wants to spend like just a random dig on like G6 or something.
Yeah, or half dig like C3.
C3. Oh yeah.
So I think that's what she's thinking about. Yep. Okay. So just double dig F3.
Okay, I now think Nomads are just in a commanding position, to be honest. I mean, I guess that's actually kind of bad. It's bad for Witches, but also it's kind of bad for Nomads in that they probably lose G2 now and possibly lose access to a whole bunch of West yellows like D4.
Yeah. Okay, so we got Earth 2 for Snow Shamans.
Not entirely surprising. That's pretty standard. I guess he's just... I kind of figured he would make sure to secure single dig there, but I guess he's not too worried about that. Maybe Barnawal just wants to go like Sanctuary or Double Temple here for like Earth 2, Earth 1.
That could be. Okay, and we're getting our TP on F3.
Okay.
I think Witches should have started F3.
Witches should have started F3. Oh wow, F3 placement.
That's what Nafgar just said.
Yeah. I saw. Yeah, that's interesting. I guess I just wasn't worried about F3 that early.
Yeah, I wasn't worried about F3. I'm a little surprised that that's where the double dig from... Like, I understand why she took it with her first action, because you don't want to lose it. But F3 just seems kind of like a surprising place to put it.
I don't know. Like, it gets her the same number of hexes that single dig does, though. Like,
yeah.
I guess she's just worried about Barnawal getting double dig on Shamans and then just like losing to Shamans if that happens. But I don't know. I wouldn't. That's... Maybe there's some... I mean, like, F3 is still a reasonably nice hex. It, like, sets you up for a bridge town with, like, F2 to G2 and stuff. If you can beat Nomads to all this West stuff. It's not, like, a bad hex, but it only... It doesn't get you a lot of stuff immediately is the problem. To
Uh,
me, I don't know.
Nafkar's pointing out that it also makes Shaman's life a little bit more awkward because that's probably a hex they wanted for a town on this southern continent.
Yeah, I mean, I think shamans probably survive fine in terms of town space there. They just cut through
Yeah,
H5 and H6, but
yeah,
I mean, losing double dig for shamans is the huge thing. Like, if they got double dig
right.
there, then their life's a lot better.
For sure, for sure. Okay, so we have the temples. So architects took Earth 1, we got Fire 1 from Nomads, and Earth 2 from Snow Shamans. Witches took the first priest and have used it to up their shipping. Nomads have also upped their shipping because they started on the priest. I like the hard shipping upgrades
Oh,
early for witches and nomads.
yeah, I probably would just go temp ship there, which is if my plan was to ship all along. I thought maybe the plan was take workers, spade E5, and build the stronghold off the stronghold tile, and
Yeah.
you just get a plus, 2 coins, and it's like slightly better economically
Hmm.
than just doing the big building tile. Like, you get out stronghold 2 dwellings, and it's just really nice. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
No, my guess is they have what 3 workers left, so it's probably like spade E5, D9, A6. Uh, architects have already passed. They passed on to cult coins. No power
Shamans.
income. Shamans have passed 2. They passed on to 6. Shamans went first, down to 6 coins, and then cult
Yeah,
coins
yeah.
for architects second. My apologies. And then we are getting a temple for Fire 1 out of witches. This makes the ship upgrade here even more confusing to me.
Yeah,
I wonder if the ship upgrade wasn't the plan, it was just a pivot after we took the priest, and maybe the original plan was priest to a 3 spot, probably earth or fire.
yeah, maybe. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm a little surprised about the ship upgrade if we're not building those 2 dwellings.
I will say also, my initial thought of stronghold with the spade and taking the workers action looks a whole lot worse once you lose F3. Like, after you lose
Yeah.
F3, the stronghold becomes so much less appealing. Like, that's
Yeah,
brutal
just
to lose that.
losing those 5 green hexes from F3 westward is connection's going to be a lot
Yeah,
harder. Connecting east to west, I should say. Connecting the structures we already have is not
yeah, yeah.
difficult.
I mean, I assume if I'm witches here, I might actually, maybe I would still build the stronghold and just play disco witches, honestly, and just like commit from round 1 to just being disconnected.
Yeah.
Um, like, after you lose F3, how great are your network prospects anyways, especially when you're facing nomads and shamans, and like architects are no slouch on this map either.
Yeah.
I would actually maybe just consider just immediately committing to potentially being disco witches.
Yeah, that's
Um,
a totally fair point. Okay, so shamans up their dig track, so they have and they are sitting with all their power. Barnwal's, I think, probably trying to decide what
Still
to
taking
do
double
with his
dig.
double dig. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think he's deciding whether or not to take double dig. I think he's trying to decide on what to do with it. Um,
Yeah, whether it goes to C3 or H5, yeah.
yeah, yeah. I think those are the 2 most likely candidates. Um,
H5 will lead to some uncomfortability for Redrame here, because then his easy connection path will be threatened, right? Because then I4
yeah.
will be split from I6, and if I5 goes to Shamans, which
If
they
I5
would
goes
be
to
eyeing him.
Shamans, yeah, but I mean I5 is, yeah, I5 might go to Shaman. Okay, G3 is the
Oh,
choice. That's
that certainly hurts architects now.
Yeah. I mean it does. They can still do a weird like E2 F3 E1 D4 town.
E2, F3, E1, D4. Oh, yeah. I
It
mean,
requires two
two
bridges.
bridges is pretty brutal. Like, architects really want to preserve their bridges.
It is brutal to do that, and I don't think it's going to be like an early town. But if we're strongholding round 4 as architects, right? It wouldn't surprise me if those bridges get moved around a little bit to try and create that town, and you just need the two there at the end for that last town. And if you set up where you can town earlier and then move things, okay,
I would.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah.
No.
We get first priest to air. Yeah.
Yeah.
From
first priest
witches.
to air from witches, first priest to earth from architects, and first priest to fire from nomads.
And what did Barnawal just do? Oh, Barnawal just early passed.
Just pass onto the spade.
Really?
He upped his digs again. He upped his digs again.
So it's just a worker and 2 coins, which isn't terrible, but I'm kind of confused by that early pass for that tile. It doesn't look that amazing when...
I think he doesn't have a power action he wants to take. He doesn't have any free hexes he can build on. And it's 2 workers to dig this turn, so even though it's worth 2 points... I get it. I think Snow Shamans kind of does this in a number of games where they're going to pass kind of quickly in those first couple of turns to try and get whatever track they're really think is important up faster.
I guess the dwelling scores you the same number of points this round as it would next round, and it costs you an extra worker to dig it, but it also produces an extra worker. The tile you're getting onto doesn't look that great. That's all.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't actually cost him an extra. Well, I guess no, it does. It does. It's 2 digs on H3. For some reason, H3 looked like a single dig for. I don't know. I did math wrong. Ignore me. Okay, so we have
H3 is a single dig.
Right, but
he's blue.
Right, in my head that meant 1 worker, not 2 workers.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Okay, so we have SA early for nomads to get a copy of Earth 1.
Yeah, so 2 copies gone. Architects already have it.
Yeah. Do you think we see witches make a play for the last copy of Earth 1 this round? They got the coins. So they have plenty of resources.
They're sitting on worker power and a ship.
Ooh, we're getting a hard dig on G8 out of architects. Instead of using the single dig action.
I think that's fine, given their worker coin balance. That seems all right. And what their worker coin balance is about to become. Like, they don't have Fire 1, and they're probably about to spam some more dwellings next round with, a bridge to F6.
Right. And also, the worker taking the spade here would mean that they would get down to 5 power, and if they... turning double dig off for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Whereas a bridge here wouldn't do that, necessarily.
I think there's a chance we see witches take the last copy of Earth 1 simply because, you lost F3, so you're kind of hemmed in. You're probably looking to just get in on some points here.
And shamans really need the scoring tile. They don't have any inherent scoring, and they don't score off of upping their tracks either.
Which could have been the reason Barnawal passed early to try and secure Earth 1 next round, but he had the workers to just build Zank or Temple this round, so I don't know why he wouldn't do that either. I'm just still very confused by that pass.
I mean, honestly, the answer could just be he needed 10 minutes to tend to his kids real quick.
I'm sure there's a better reason. I'm just I'm just not. Yeah, I don't see it personally, but
I'm certain there is. Maybe we can ask him about it after the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so nomads have passed out of the round. On to coins. I think shamans want to hit the dwelling round really hard. Yeah, that's fair, but I don't know. building the I
But
still think, yeah, okay.
they hit the dig this round instead. So
Yeah.
like you're saying, instead of building temple or stank, sure, yeah, that hurts their dwelling
Yeah.
round maybe. But
Yeah.
they could have also just built a dwelling this round for 2 points instead of 2 points next round. So
Right.
I just don't get it.
I also wonder if they were supposed to take temp ship instead of the spade.
Yeah, because without upping their shipping, they're a little constrained for space. Yeah, the spade's just one worker at this point. It seems like temp ship's probably better, but again, I'm maybe just not seeing something here.
Yeah, I mean, it's entirely plausible that we're missing something. So Jekyll passes on to temp ship, and then I don't think we're gonna see a dwelling out of, which is maybe we do onto like either A6 or D9.
Oh, and we missed in our discussing Shaman's line. I missed at least. I don't know if he missed it, which is did secure Earth 1 with a temple.
Yes.
I missed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So all the copies of Earth 1 are gone. Okay, they are going to build the extra dwelling this turn, and then do they want bid building or do they want cult coins?
Probably cult coins with their
That's what
current
I'm thinking
balance, I think.
Too. I don't think the priest is where it's at when they already have 2 temples going.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I think big building would be the other consideration. Is that I don't think it's priest, not with 2 temples. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So where does all right? We're starting by double digging C3. Okay.
Yeah, with the spade tile plus a worker.
Sure.
He might be pushing for B5 here, even.
That would
for
be
a 4-hex town, and like just annoying everyone, I guess. Other than, well, actually, even it can even annoy witches because they could possibly want B5 at some point to get west. But
yeah. Yeah,
I guess at the very least he wants to secure his 3-hex town.
Yes, for sure. Red in the tank about what he wants to do here.
Could just be first priest to water for the last 3 spot. I'm not sure what other actions he might be considering. He doesn't have access to power actions other than priest and bridge.
Yeah.
Okay, he just hard digs.
Okay, hard dig D7.
I guess he's worried about losing that to witches, which is pretty reasonable. They maybe would like to just avoid having to deal with 2 bridges, which is very annoying, right? Especially on this map with its bridge demand.
And it means that with he can town up in the north, town in the south, town in the SA town in the middle, right? Try and set up for a nice little 3-town setup. Only need 1 bridge to do it. Yeah.
Okay, Jekyll, I assume just rips coins here, but she is thinking, so maybe she's considering like double dig.
Yeah, that's the only other action I could see her taking. She's on temp ship.
I would think she's just planning on going coins, go to 2 ship, hope B5 is still around, pick up F2, B5, H9.
H9, and then if you end up getting a little bit of leech for a bridge, pick up F6 and F7 too.
Yeah.
Or exactly. No, she's using the priest upper shipping. Never mind.
Well, no. You said if you get a little bit of leech for a bridge. Right?
Yeah, I was about to say you could even you don't need the leech because you could use the priest.
I see. You corrected your own thought before you said it. I said.
Yeah. Okay, so double dig D4 E1. Okay, and then you could bridge from F3 to E1 and build that for free. You're on temp ship. That lets you get to F2 and H9.
Mm-hmm.
And then you need more leech to be able to bridge to F6. I like this. I think this is a reasonable use of a double dig in your power.
Yeah, I guess
B5 is not super important to your game plan.
Sorry, say that hex again. B5, B5.
B5.
Um, B5 is quite nice if you can. Oh, I guess you're like always losing A5 to witches, anyways. Yeah, so B5 is actually not that important. Though it does possibly get you access to A7. It's just a natural, but yeah, since you're losing A5 to witches, it's not like a natural town spot, so that's fair.
Right. You don't need it for like you just have to get to 3-ship and you're connected already, based on your starting spots. Okay, H5.
Oh yeah,
dig.
I didn't mean yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't worried about connection. I was just thinking before realizing that witches take A5. Like you can often get this B5, A5, A4, B4 town on architects.
Yeah, a little town right here. Yeah.
But alas, witches want A5, so you don't get it.
Yeah, okay, so we get the nomads take the last the 3 spot on water.
And now I'm thinking, do nomads just... Oh, also, I didn't notice. Okay, so now I missed Barnawal. This round took H5, so now I5 is being threatened once again. I know we said earlier when shamans wound up taking double dig on G3. If they had taken H5, then it would have threatened I5, but it's threatened once again.
Yeah, that was the most recent action from Barnawal was to take H5. Interesting to see if he goes I5 or I6 here.
And I kind of just think there's nothing... I mean, there's nothing Red can really do about losing I5.
His priest to the 3 spot on water was what got him 4 in the... Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, okay, there it goes.
So I4 just might be a stranded dwelling unless... Unless he connects in the south and the north.
Yeah, it'd be quite difficult to connect at this point. You'd need to get H8, E6 for the connection you probably want in reality, where you connect everything but I4. But then, you'd also need B5 and like D5 and G2 and I3. It's a whole mess of hexes.
Yeah. So I think there's a world where he might make a play for a 4th town. Nope, never mind. That just got cut off by H3.
Yeah, he's just going to strand I4.
Yeah. So we'll see if that matters in the network race.
It very well could, especially because in addition to like losing a structure to that, with architects pushing west early like this and taking D4 and threatening G2, like he just loses a bunch of those west naturals now.
Yeah.
Like he can still get over there and be connected without connecting to I4, right? You just pick up B5 and then pick up some of those west, but they're now all just threatened.
Right.
I'm curious if we see how many TPs we maybe see this round to ready for like a water 1 grab next round. Everyone's too poor to grab it this round, but I'm thinking about water 1 pressure already.
Right. So Barnawal is sitting here with 4 power in bowl 3 and a worker's action available to him. Decides to take big building instead. I guess he's getting 11 workers. Yeah, and this way he can take coins with the first action. And he might be building... He's definitely building his essay after he takes coins.
Honestly, I think if Red readies up a TP here, I think Barnawal might skip coins and just rip Sanctuary Water 1, because otherwise I think he gets rushed. Like if Red makes a TP here, I think Barnawal's getting Water 1 rushed. If he doesn't just take it immediately. Yeah, and Red does make a TP.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
Changes his
and
mind.
he
Oh,
undoes.
nope. Just changes where he wants to put it.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure, just feeding weightless leech to the table by putting it on H7.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense.
Then we got H
I mean,
Knight out of Jekyll.
I think Red is fine missing Water 1 here, like he doesn't really care that much because he just like builds a stronghold next round, which he kind of needs anyway. And if he wanted to go for a stronghold and Water 1, that's quite expensive. So I think he's fine missing it, but I think if Barnawal floats it, there's a good chance that Witches and Architects both sank for Water 1, and then Red might just say, screw it, I'm getting the last copy.
Well, the thing is, Red passed now, so he's going to be second. So he has to make that decision without knowing what Witches and Architects do first. I imagine
Barnawal.
Architects, or no, not Barnawal, Red. So like Red could, in theory, Water 1 here, but if, like you said, he's more interested in his stronghold than a temple for Water 1. He can't sit there and say, I get to take the last copy of Water 1, because he doesn't necessarily know if Architects and Witches behind him SA for Water 1.
Though maybe, I mean, there's a chance. So Nafgar's saying if he temples, he loses a lot of workers, which is true.
That's related to when we were talking about Shaman Digs earlier at Earth 1.
Oh! I just looked at the chat and was not looking at the times things were said. Okay, yeah. So Barnawal just rips it. Yeah, he's not changing it.
Just not playing around. And I think that's important because he's the one who missed out on Earth 1.
And we'll see if Red just wants it too. I mean, obviously he knows it's under threat. I don't know if he's going to be fine just missing it, or if he's going to, or if he's just going to rip Water 1 here.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing he could do
he's just going to rip Water 1.
The other thing he could do is he could be the one to take coins.
Yeah, that's fair. I think if he doesn't build Water 1, I think that's what he's doing.
Okay, he is taking
Water 1.
Yeah. So then Jekyll is definitely going to SA on F3 for Water 1 here.
Yep.
Yeah, just finish the run.
Yeah, and here it is.
Witches are the ones who miss out. But they get coins for their troubles at the very least. And even though Barnawal missed out on the coins, he has all 10 power sitting in Bowl 3. So still has enough coins to do stuff with if he needs to.
Yeah, shamans are generally not super coin hungry anyway, which is why I figured they would probably just not risk Water 1 and just say, no, give me my scoring favor. I missed Earth 1. I need these points.
Yeah.
So I kind of think Red goes Stronghold next round now. If maybe he just doesn't go Stronghold at all. He probably does, though. I think he probably goes Stronghold in round 5.
Yeah.
Uses his 2 Sandstorms remaining in the game on H8 and I7 for this South Town, and just carves this Sank Town with that spade, and then like hard digs A7 or takes a spade action for A7 at some point, and then those are his towns.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me too. Yeah, either a spade on I8 or a bridge to I6. Okay, so we're getting Priest to Air from Architects. Makes sense, the workers are coming. Do you think we might see an early town out of somebody for 2 key? Or are we just waiting till round 6 at this point?
I think we're probably waiting till round 6 at this point. I think it makes the most sense for nomads. Barnawal could do it. His Cult Surge, I just don't know how much it actually buys him if he takes 2 key. It's so hard to fight cults as shamans.
Yeah, your priest production is just so low.
It's so low. He's got no priest to cult so far. I kind of don't think he does.
Yeah. It gets him 2 workers and a little bit of power.
Yeah. I think Witches are just like poorly set up to do it because of their like bridge needs and just generally kind of how awkward their towns are. It's just kind of hard for them to town early. And then Architects their cults are better than shamans, but I think they probably just need a bunch of coins towns, to be honest. Architects, they're really feeling the no fire one here and the round 1 earth one, I think.
Yeah. For sure.
So.
Yeah, and I think the window for that early 2-key town was probably either round 2 or round 3.
Yeah, I kind of agree. So just looking at a point total right now, okay, so we've got architects and shamans both on 60 basically, reds on basically 50, Alloran 40. All right, so not super spread.
Yeah.
Cults, it looks like witches and nomads are doing the best, with architects not too far behind.
I mean, to me it looks like witches, architects, and nomads are all sort of
I guess mix. Yeah, pretty equal.
And then snow shamans are taking up the rear behind the other 3.
I guess I'm kind of projecting to the future somewhat. Sure. Like the current steps are somewhat equal, but nomads and witches have better priest production than architects, and architects maybe want to use some of their priests for bridges. So that's I guess I'm factoring that in a bit.
Fair, completely fair. Okay, so we got a D8 TP.
Yeah. Okay. Nafkar's saying he thinks witches are just last year. They're going to struggle to even get 2 towns. He thinks, and they're probably last network. Yeah, I kind of agree. Losing F3 I think is really brutal on this map as green. I kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Nafkar just said he likes their dig advance attempt, and I kind of agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's how you have to go.
Yeah. So I think it's in Witch's best interest to get at least 1 bridge in this round, and rather than try and get bridges in both 5 and 6.
Yeah, especially. I mean, the upside here is I think there's no bridge pressure other than blocking from anyone else. I don't think Jekyll wants bridges, but probably just wants to use priests as bridges given how coin poor she is. She probably just wants all her power to be coins.
Right.
Shamans just don't need a bridge.
That's interesting.
Nomads maybe need, I guess. Would Nafkar say?
Rather than bridging from C4 to A5, just A5 to A8 is the town. Oh, okay. So we do see snow shamans towning this round for 2-key. Okay.
Okay, we do get 2-key shamans. Interesting. Yeah, I should have seen the A5 to A8 because if there's one action I hate in this game, it's bridges, and I'd love just advancing my digs and digging out slightly more annoying towns rather than having to take a bridge, especially a sanctuary bridge town. But yeah, I failed to notice that. Though you have to take A7 now, don't you? Doesn't Red want pretty badly?
Yes.
He might see that that's under threat is the part of the problem.
Yeah.
Red could easily. Well, I guess he doesn't really have a good double dig spot here. I think maybe just Red just sends to fire. We'll see if witches want to just take A7. When did they? Okay, they just finished their full digs.
Yeah, they just finished their upgrades.
I didn't know if they had an action where it was finished to secure it already. We'll see if they take that immediately.
What did Priest to fire? Okay. Yeah, I was curious because Red had all his power in both 3. I was curious to see if he would single dig here or maybe use double dig. Okay, so Jekyll is the first to pass, setting herself up to.
Got to be priest and 3 coins, I imagine.
Yeah, it could be cult coins. The problem is she doesn't have the power income to take the coins action unless she temp ships.
Yeah, and then you're paying like you're getting effectively 2.5 coins plus the 3 coins from the coins action. That's like a 5.5 coin tile.
Yeah.
Plus a ship. I think I'd rather just have cult coins or three coins and
Yeah.
a priest.
So she decides to go cult coins. Which, yeah, cult coins make sense because she's on the 3 spot on air. Oh, no, she's on the 1 spot on fire. Because the air reward's coming this turn, but it gets her to the 2 spot on fire, so it's 5 coins next round and a worker in round 6. Okay, A5 is the dig from witches, not A7.
Okay, maybe he's still going for the bridge town. I mean, he didn't prioritize A7. Obviously, he can still take it, but
Yeah. Barnawal took a priest.
I mean, maybe the problem is just witches are like poor enough that like actually building these extra, these extra 2 structures and
Yeah.
extra 3 digs is like actually an economic problem, and losing the 2 power from your already built temple.
It could be, yeah.
But yeah, I kind of agree with Nafgar that I would probably just go for that. No bridge, just A7 to A8 line down.
Okay, so we have an I6 upgrade. Could also build SA on E4.
Yeah.
And F5.
Yeah, I was thinking
town.
about that possibly. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
I don't think 3 towns is happening though. Even if you get this like, even if you get this Sanka on E4 plus like the bridge town north, like you're just never going to get neighbors. And I guess you get E6 probably, though nomads can basically deny you essentially forever on E6 and just take that at the very last second to connect.
Yeah. I'm trying to map out what a town on like a D9 through E7 town looks like. If they take fire to, no, because they can't. I guess they could go to A7 and town up here,
Yeah.
A7 through C4, SA town
It's just
E4
so many
through
digs.
F5.
Yeah.
It's a lot of digs.
It's a lot of digs. It's a lot of hoping that you don't have to expensive TP. Like I kind of.
Yeah. Well, I don't. I think you would only need 1 expensive TP. Because I think you're going to get neighbor on F6, F7. Nomads need E5 for connection. Or E6. Yeah, nomads need E6 for connection.
Yeah, but like I was saying earlier, they can essentially deny you that for as long as they want. Like they can take that like last action of the game.
Yeah, but so they dug F5 here, right? So if they dig A7, right? With Fire 2, you only need a TP on A7 for a town. I expect you're going to get architects going to F6 and F7 eventually, so that gets you neighbor on E7.
Yeah,
so
it is only 1 expensive.
It's only 1 expensive TP if you Fire 2.
Yeah.
And that's if
it still feels
Red
like a
holds
lot,
out
but
forever
maybe
on
they
E6.
can do it.
It does feel like a lot, but I interesting. Red is towning here too.
I guess he wants. What does he want? Coinstown? I don't even know what
canceled his move.
Oh no, he undoes. I think maybe he thought Tukey was still there, and
that's possible. Yeah, that has to be the explanation. He thought Tukey was still there. And he's passing on a coin.
The other problem with the 3 town angle is just, again, you've left A7 unsecured still, so I think there's a decent chance that Red just takes it before witches get around to it.
They could, but like witches could build A7 right now.
With a power conversion, yeah.
With a power conversion, yeah.
I guess they could also just like tap it to green and like Red's not gonna.
He's not gonna. Yeah, exactly. I don't think the 3 town line is a great plan. I just think it might be the best plan witches the plan that witches have that's most likely to get them not last.
Oh, I agree. I just don't know if it's going to happen. That's all.
Yes.
I think if you can get it, it's the best line you have. It's just there's so much stuff that can go wrong. Is really what I.
Yeah.
Okay, the way they're digging seems like they're almost telegraphing that they're going for 3 towns, but then why aren't they securing? I mean, at least tap A7 to gray here, right? Like,
yeah, that seems way better
maybe
than tapping.
don't take it if you just tap it to gray. Like,
yeah, tapping A7 to gray seems so much better than tapping E7 to blue.
yeah.
I don't.
E7 to blue seems like actively negative in that, like, you're saying, hey, I'm going for 3 towns, right?
Yeah. So Jekyll was able to get enough leech after she passed to get the coins here.
Yeah.
Awesome for her game.
Where did that come from? Oh, it came from F5 from Witches.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let me get G1. So we got a third town being carved out by snow shamans over here in the southwest. Red started with Priest of Fire. I have to imagine. Oh, okay. I don't think this is better than digging A7. This seems so much worse than digging.
Oh wait! Oh what? Oh, he goes for the no. I see. Yeah. He's going for the triple.
He went with the triple dig. This seems so much worse than digging A7.
It's 1 extra dig. Yeah, because now you have to like wait around for an A7 buddy too to get your Sanctown with no expensive TP, and again, that's just another hex that Red can like deny you for a while and say, haha, you have to build a pricey TP. I have more actions than you.
Yeah.
I guess with upgraded digs, he can't afford to wait that long, maybe. But
yeah, I don't know. Maybe he plans to take both. I like the forest of this plan. I don't really like the trees of it. I don't like the specific ways that Alloran's been going about this. I think there were more efficient ways to spend his resources to get to functionally the same place.
Yeah. I mean, I think in fairness, I don't think the extra dig is really a problem. Like, look at his worker total. He's going to actually have plenty of digs to throw around. I think it's really about engineering yourself neighbors and like saving yourself coins, which I think if you have the structures for it, then I think that's really an argument for not doing this bridge and taking like A7, A8 instead. Maybe he's just like, structure counts may be a problem. He's got a full rack of TPs and he only needs 2 more structures here. If he built these, so if he clears his rack of TPs, then he would have had the structures for A7, A8, D10, E7. Yeah. And also that would allow him to not take F4, so it actually saves him a structure. Yeah, it seems like he could have done it maybe slightly better, but let's see. Alloran going up Earth, or not Earth, Air.
Air, yeah. So Priest to Air there. Just trying to win that. We got an essay out of, or a stronghold, excuse me, out of Architects on G7. Starting to build some TPs. Is there a third town to be had by Architects?
It would be D2. I think it would be D2, D1, bridge G2. Yeah, that's what it would be. Right, it's a 2 bridge one in the west.
Bridge G2?
Bridge to D2, bridge to G2. And then you take D1. So D1, D2, F2, G2.
Yeah.
I think that's probably their best hope at a third town, but it's easily disruptible by like shamans, right? Like shamans have upgraded digs and upgraded ships. They see every single one of these hexes.
So if they try and 2 bridge, okay, so there's the A7 take from Nomads. If they 2 bridge G2, F2, D2, D1, then they don't have a bridge for the G8.
I was undercounting bridges. Yeah. Then they're short bridges. So it would have to be like just bridge D2 and then blast through C1 and take B1, I guess, is their best hope. Which
yeah,
is,
C1, yeah.
in fairness, is much more is much harder to block, right? Like shamans
Right.
won't be over there to tap you as soon as you get D2.
Exactly.
It does mean you have to make an expensive TP probably, and get a double dig on C1, but
You need a double dig on C1. It's either an expensive TP
or Fire 2, I guess.
or
Yeah,
Fire.
Fire 2.
Yeah, Fire 2 actually just does it.
Yeah, it's just Fire. You just do Fire 2.
Because the bridge counts as a structure point.
Yeah. And also, you probably want Fire 2 to not have to make an expensive TP for the Sanktown also, right? Like, are you ever getting a Sanktown neighbor? Probably not for a long time, if ever.
Yeah. There are a lot more interesting hexes. Okay, so witches get their copy of Fire 2 by building their SA here. Wonder how many people actually are going to be trying to pick up copies of Fire 2. Feels like it might be a lot.
Seems like possibly everyone. I think shamans are probably the least needy for it.
Yeah.
But I think possibly everyone else needs it. Not sure.
That's my read as well.
So shamans, like even shamans, probably still could make use of it even if they don't strictly need it, and maybe we'll just try and block people off it if it looks like they're just competing against one or two people. So because they already have Water 1 and Air 1, and Earth 1's obviously gone, and they probably want to make a temple to get down to 2 structures anyways if they can. So decent chance they would just attempt a Fire 2 block.
Yeah. I guess we're not. Do you think we're going to see Stronghold here out of them, or no? Kind of feels like a no
they're
to
not
me.
set up for it. It seems. I mean, certainly they won't build it in the Stronghold round. I mean, it's you really have to plan for that building, otherwise it's just awful. Like I think like if they planned for it next round, they could maybe get it to build them like 3 dwellings or something, but they would be inconveniently located, and I think we're just not getting it.
Okay, so witches are first to pass. They almost certainly are angling for coins here, landing on the shovel, which means that there is going to be probably some jockeying for this big building tile, as it's the only scoring tile in the game. Interesting to see if someone wants to pass early for it.
Jekyll still has her button that gets her 3 points, so I don't think she's going to build F6 and then probably switch the bridge to D2 is what I would do personally, but maybe she's got other ideas.
So we got
and then and then I'd also want to build D2 probably. I think Barnawal probably just passes for big building here. It's a great tile for him.
That's my guess as well.
So heading into the final round, who do you like to win this game?
I think I like. Nomads, but it's close between them and Architects, I think.
Oh, really? I see. Interesting.
Because Architects are gonna have. I think Architects are gonna get to the 3 towns they want. Jekyll's gonna get the power lined up to double dig C1. I think Nomads are set up to get their 2 towns, or to get 3 towns as well. I only see 1, maybe 2 more towns coming from 2 more towns probably coming from Snow Shamans.
2 from Shamans for sure. They're gonna find 2.
Yeah, and then 3 from Witches. I don't know. Maybe the answer's supposed to be Shamans because they're on the only scoring tile and they currently have a points lead. But the Colts seem messy enough that I could see anybody performing well on these Colts.
Yeah.
So I don't honestly know. I think
I
I
think
think it comes down to who is able to get the most out of the towns they build, and what's the timing on
I
when
think
towns show
yeah.
up.
I
Like
think
who?
also the answer is whoever gets fire 2 blocked loses, unless
Yeah.
shamans are the ones who lose fire 2 because they maybe just don't need it. They
They're the only.
probably don't need it.
I don't think they do. Barnawal's got 12 workers and max
Yeah,
digs and max ship, and he's one. Yeah, he doesn't need it. He's way
I
more
think
pinched on coins than he is on places to put structures for towns.
yeah, I think he might take it both for town priority and for blocking somebody though. Like
Yeah,
it does get him his towns faster
that's true. Yeah,
for
yeah. If he opens temple on G1 for fire 2, he is second. So assuming coins go to witches,
hmm
nomads on worker
looking
power. Okay.
looking at the network race real quick here. What do we think everyone's getting down to? So we think probably nomads. So they like probably
Yeah.
Sandblast I7, maybe Spade I8 definitely need to take E6 to connect. They still need two more ships to get to E6. They're currently at 6 structures,
Yeah.
and one is split off.
I think.
Nomad's network looks a little rough. Maybe they actually
Yeah.
don't even push for a connect.
They might not push for a connection. Because I think at best they're getting.
One, two,
They
three.
might be able
I
to get
think they can
second.
probably scrounge down to 2 structures actually, and then have the one split off. I think they can get to
Yeah.
14 network.
I think they can get
Because
to
they still
14.
see one roll, right? Like they see A4 at least.
Yeah. Shamans are going to get to 15 structures at
Yeah,
least.
yeah.
There's a world where they can even get to 16.
Witches I think are getting to. Okay, they've got upgraded digs.
Mm-hmm.
I think witches probably only make it to 14 with these. I mean, they're getting a coins action and they've got a lot of workers and up digs. But I think even with that, they probably only get to 14. They don't have any naturals left. They'll even start running out of single digs, maybe.
Yeah, I think 13 or 14 sounds right for witches. 15, maybe 16, I think is the count for snow shamans. I think nomads at best they get to 13, and I honestly don't quite know what the architects network is going to look like.
I think it's going to be 14 if I had to guess, but I do
Yeah,
not feel confident in that answer.
they have.
Actually, they have shipping problems. They might just not connect. I think they just
Yeah,
don't connect.
that's I think is
Three ship,
probably the
three
most
ship
like.
is insanely expensive. Yeah, they just don't
Yeah,
connect.
either 3 ship or a triple dig on H6 are the only. And in that case, they still need 2 ship. Okay, so we don't see the fire 2 take from snow shamans. He instead just upgrades G3. After
We think
coins.
an 8 point town, coin town,
Yeah,
8 point. Yeah.
8 point town. Oh, I guess we could see ship towns out of architects to try and connect.
That seems pretty bad though. I just don't think it's worth it. Like if you especially if you only get down to
13
if you only
structures.
get to 14
Yeah,
network anyways, like how great is that?
that's totally
To
fair.
sacrifice all those points.
Okay, so now we have nomads. This is probably the other 8 point town. Comes with 6 power and locks up fire for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, the 8 point towns are just so good. I assume it
Yeah.
has to be. Oh, interestingly though, wait, he just built D7 and TP instead of Fire
Yeah.
2. I guess he does. He thinks he doesn't need Fire 2, and he probably doesn't actually. Okay, so there's less Fire 2 pressure than I thought.
He's doing convert. He might be thinking about undoing here, because if he fire 2s, he gets 2 towns right now.
Yeah.
Nope. He's
He
sticking
commits
with
to
it.
it.
Okay.
Yeah,
and he doesn't like
Town.
he ends up with so many wasted spots on fire If he takes fire
Yeah,
2,
yeah, yeah.
which might be
Yeah,
part
that's
of the
fair.
calculus. I don't know how much it matters, but it might be part of the calculus. Okay, so we
Let's
have
see.
the D2 take.
And she does
So,
convert down her
yeah.
bull. I thought she might leave it at 6 because if she's going for 3 towns, she probably needs double dig to do it,
She
right? Like,
does, but she's got a bunch of actions she can take, and at some point, Snow Shamans is going to be building on F1 or
oh,
upgrading
F1,
G1.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
there are spots for her to get that 2-for-1.
And also, she only needs a free leech because she's taking fire 2 if she's getting the 3 towns. So,
Yeah, yeah.
um, okay, so Alloran takes 11-point town. I thought witches were kind of dead earlier, but after they got their digs going and these 3 town
Towns.
spots look like they're just happening and they've got
Yeah,
a big pile of stuff from the cults, like their game actually looks pretty decent. Like,
yeah, it does. And yeah, and there's the 2-for-1 that Shamans give.
mm-hmm.
Architects. We got a bridge out of Nomads that
From
makes that
nomads,
town
yeah.
so much simpler. Um,
Yeah, so
Witches
now
might
it lets
take
them sandblast A8.
E6. That's interesting. Nafgar said witches might just take E6.
Oh, instead of oh yeah, and then you shut down Nomad's connection, I guess. So like maybe
Yeah,
you got a big pile of workers. Makes a lot of sense.
yeah. Okay, so we got a bridge move from Jekyll rather than taking double dig here. I guess there must be a town she's prioritizing.
Priest
Priest
town.
town. Yeah, just wanting to make sure you get one of the high point towns, right? Both the 8-point towns are gone and the 11-point town.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Seeing way less movement on Fire 2 than I think we were anticipating. Still only
Yeah,
witches
I
that have a copy
mean,
of it.
once once Nomad's TP D7 for this town instead of building a temple for Fire 2, I think it's clear
Yeah,
there's not actually any pressure on it anymore.
right.
Um, so I think Red's plan is, I mean, he really wants the E6 to connect, but if he doesn't get it, I assume his plan is Sandstorm A8 for that north town and then dig I8 for the south town
Yeah,
with the bridge.
yeah. Okay, so we get second town from witches. Probably just a priest town. They have a priest in their supply. Yeah, just get the points.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And their cult presence isn't terrible. They have 2 ship already.
Yep.
Maybe there's a world where they can make some noise in the network race too.
Uh, if you dig, I think if you dig E6, I think you just get second network, to be honest. I don't think architects are connecting, and if you take E6 from Nomads, you just shut down their network. Honestly,
Uh, I think architects might still be connecting. I don't know. So we see I8 out of just a hard dig from
you,
red.
you need to take 2 ship towns as architects to do it, and even
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
like yeah, you get to 14, I guess. Like yeah, I guess assuming witches take E6, then maybe I can see it being worth it for architects because then connection is worth 9 points and like a
Right.
swing against
Against witches.
nomads too,
Yeah.
and against witches. But if it's just like some muddled mess at
Yeah, if it's
like
just for like
where
3 points and 6
yeah.
against one person. Oh yeah, I don't think Red's trying to connect here. He's on 1 ship. He would need to get to 3 ship to connect.
Mm.
Maybe he's the one planning to use these ship towns, but he
Yeah,
just
he would just take. Yeah, he would maybe take 2 and then
okay.
yeah, maybe
So we're
yeah.
not seeing Fire 1 out of or Fire 2 out
Or
of
fire.
Architects.
Yeah. Okay, that's.
Expensive TP for Shiptown.
Oh,
Okay.
and you're right, Shiptown. There you go. She needs another expensive TP after that, though. Man.
Yeah, I think.
Can she afford this? Even like what?
I think that
like
expensive TP should have been a temple for Fire 2.
Yeah. Can she? I mean, she can afford to get the town out. I don't think she can afford to connect with that expensive TP.
Yeah.
Right? Because like she needs to take double dig for C1,
Yes.
build B2 or B1. I mean, so that's 2 more dwellings and a wait, and also she doesn't even have a TP on a rack anymore. So is she just not going for 3 towns? Maybe
She just upped her ship, so I don't think she's going for 3 towns.
Yeah, not. She definitely had it though, right? With Fire 2, maybe
I think so.
maybe we just didn't bother doing the math, and she didn't have it with Fire 2. But I thought she did, especially with like something like a coin town or whatever. Like I kind of figured.
Yeah. Navkar's pointing out that Shiptown's not that much of a point difference compared to worker towns.
Yeah, I guess we are. We have burned through all of the actual high point towns. That's fair.
So she's not getting another. Huh.
So she doesn't get another town. She just ships and then builds B5 and hard digs. Wait, is she too poor to get down to 3 structures? She only has 1 nap. Oh no, I3 is there.
Yeah.
So that's at
I3
risk of getting tapped by somebody.
I3 is there, B5 is there.
Somebody can definitely tap that though, and then she can't get down to 3. And if somebody's like competing with her for like 3rd place or something like that, then they're incentivized to do that and just hand more points to witches. I don't know.
I'm looking at the resources she has. I'm certain that if she had Fire 2'd instead of expensive TP'd, she could connect. She could have gotten a 3rd town.
Yeah.
Out of this.
Maybe she can't 3 town maybe she can't 3 town and connect, but isn't 3 town better than connection? Especially if 3 town or if connection means you have to take ship towns. Like I know ship towns aren't much worse than worker towns, but
I think she could 3 town and connect because she can take ship towns.
Yeah, but she still needs to do 1 manual ship with it, doesn't she? Or well, I guess she already did the 1 manual ship.
She already did. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I'm kind of confused by that then.
Yeah.
I thought maybe I just miscounted resources and she couldn't get it. I kind of think, aren't witches just winning this game?
I think they might be.
Yeah, after we called them dead.
Yeah. Because they got 11-point town and a priest town in the town round, right? So that in and of itself is 40 points.
Yeah.
And they have another town coming.
Their cults are getting eaten up a bit, so like maybe now, but they have a point lead on everyone but Jekyll, and then like Jekyll's cults are also not great, and at best she's tying Alloran's network, and Alloran still has another town that's going to be 12 points from the town round plus the
witch's ability.
Or I said 12, 17 points. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of think it's just witches.
Yeah. Okay, so we got a worker town for red. Maybe he is still angling for connection? I don't know. Because there is still a priest town or a ship town sitting out there. Okay, E6
is just gone.
Yeah, so he's not connecting.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe Red just saw that E6 could go anyways, and he was just slow playing his towns.
Yeah.
And just being like, do I take this ship town and even bother trying to connect, or do I not?
Right.
Yeah.
Let's get another worker town for Barnawal. Which I guess between his priests, his power, he's got Yeah, he's got the resources for 2 more dwellings on single digs, and there's plenty of spots in the north for him to single
Hmm.
dig. So yeah, he's
Yeah.
going to get down to 15. Power Town.
Wait, he doesn't have the coins, does he?
He's
He's a
got
he's a he's a coin short, isn't he?
um.
Yeah, he's a coin short.
Oh, he is a coin short. Huh.
So maybe somebody leeches him.
Yeah.
Especially like I think if I'm red, I just leech him here. I think I think if I'm red, I leech him because I want. I mean, I think if I'm red, I think red's just last. Red the
Probably.
player, not the color. Red
Yeah.
the nomads. I think nomads are just last, but I think if I have any chance of beating anyone,
It's
I I
taking
don't
Earth
think I think
3.
I know I'm losing to shamans, and maybe I just like hope if I leech them, then like I can somehow beat architects or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I think yeah, I think they're just gonna probably be last.
Yeah.
So much for my I think Nomads might be winning this game prediction in round 5. Man, this game is hard.
Yeah, losing. I mean this F3 dig was it was brutal for witches, but also nomads don't care for it, and
Yeah.
especially because in addition in addition to letting architects get west fast, it pushes shamans south to towards I5, right? Like I think
Mhm.
if shamans just get F3, then like they probably leave you alone and you just connect through the south here, right?
Yeah.
But instead you lose it, um,
Yeah.
and it's just pretty brutal.
All 7 of the Nomads priests have been sent to Colt. So, moral victories, I guess.
Yeah, they'll get 7 points for passing with their genie stronghold, right?
That they will.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, I think the finish order here is witches, shamans, architects, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, Shaman's Colt game got surprisingly good after they took the 2 key town.
Yeah, 2K.
Yeah, I mean
I
they're two wins, a second and a third is where they're sitting right now.
I do think I think yeah, I think the assessment of how shamans would fare in the auction was correct though. Even if they wind up getting second place here, I mean, they did
They
get paid to play shamans, but
yeah
also losing F3 is not nice early, but is maybe a kind of a boon for your space, right? Because like
yeah
witches now just don't wind up pushing west, and you've got this free reign over all this west territory that you can use.
right
Whereas like if F3 is available for witches, are you get? I don't think you're getting a third west town.
yeah.
Um,
Maybe you
so
do. No, there's no way because I'm looking at C1 D3. Like maybe Europe, no, but if witches can get west, they have those hexes. Yeah, I think you're right.
so Alloran gets his town 6 coins. I think Alloran actually only gets down to 4 structures. Am I counting wrong? Yeah, because he still
Um,
needs a ship,
he does
and
need a
then he doesn't
ship.
have a natural. Yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah, so he's like 2 coins short if he converted 3 power to a worker.
right.
Um, so so actually, yeah, ship town from Jekyll to connect is actually totally worth it. It gets her quite a bit of network points here,
Yeah, I mean,
especially if shamans only get to 3.
yeah, shamans I think are only getting to. Well, actually, he's picked up a ton of
Oh,
leech.
wait, where did that leech come from?
Well, he closed.
Oh,
He subsequently closed Earth and Air, but his priest
yeah.
is on.
So now he's worker short. Oh, but he can take worker's action if he gets.
If he takes the worker's
Uh,
action, then he's coin short again.
yeah. I'm just trying to see how much. Okay, if he takes workers, then he's only got 1 coin effectively. Yeah, all right, he's way short. He needs so much leech.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I overestimated Shaman's network and Witch's network here. So
Yeah.
connecting for architects was way more worth it than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I still feel
Um,
like we could have been in this exact same spot. Just these two dwellings are on C1 and B1, and we have a bridge from F2 to D2
oh,
for the third town.
uh, Nafgar saying witches could have taken Shiptown and got to 14. Also, I missed witches
Oh,
have a
okay.
spade tile in hand. Witches actually do
Oh,
get to 14.
we just do get to
They've got a
14.
spade tile in
They
hand,
do
so
have the
they've got a
spade.
spare
Yeah,
dig lying around. Yeah,
yeah, that's huge.
I missed their spade tile. Yeah.
That is spicy.
Okay, so we get a three-way tie on network.
On 14 structures.
Yeah, Barnawal still has his pass. Barnawal's cult. Actually, maybe Barnawal is winning this with a pass tile and his
Oh, that's true. He does
cult.
have the pass tile.
And he's got Air 1.
Yeah.
Who else has it? None of the other
Nomads.
contenders have Air 1. Actually, maybe Barnawal has it. Yeah, Barnawal might
Yeah.
have this.
He might. Yeah, because he's getting full Air 1 points.
I think he
Full
does,
pass.
actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Barnawal just has this.
Yeah.
Because his cults are actually quite, like, all of these other cults have kind of gotten aped by nomads and stuff.
I think maybe you get worried you get cut off in the ship towns, but I think if Jekyll went with the Fire 2 route and towned, I think she probably could have won.
Hmm.
I just
Yeah.
this,
An extra town for architects, would be huge.
I just have this feeling. Yeah, don't worry, Nafgar. We all missed the spade. He passed so early onto it.
Yeah, I mean, I totally missed this. I mean, I noticed that he had the spade when he passed onto it, but then I completely forgot about it in the round and didn't see that he hadn't used it yet. Yeah, it's easy to miss things.
Yeah.
Not going on. I think Barnawal gets it, and Alloran second. That's just my rough count, but I might be wrong.
Yeah. That sounds right to me. Because Alloran already has a points lead on Jekyll, and his Colts are slightly better.
Yeah, Barnawal's going to just eke this out. Yeah, Barnawal missed the spade too. He didn't realize he could tie network.
Nafgar is asking Jekyll about the town. Yeah, close. Okay, yeah. So Barnwell gets first, edging out witches by 3 points. Architects in third, and then Redrame in fourth. Let us, because this pop over to the standings real quick. Talk about how this has changed things up.
Yeah, so Barnawal is now in very much in the mix.
Yes.
So Jekyll was filling in for Mellison. So Mellison's out now. Red's out.
Red is out. Mellison's out. Alloran has been out.
Alloran's out.
Yeah, on 7, and then
no, if Alloran won, if Alloran had won this game, I think he can. I think you could make it on 16, right? If Alloran won this game and then won next game, he could win. He could
theoretically win, but let's see. Barnwell is now on 13, so
13.
He's in the mix.
Yeah, so he's just right in the mix.
He's in the mix. He needs a win, and so both he and B-Ball need a win, and then Deep Finesse is also in that game. So that fire game is going to be really interesting.
I think you could theoretically get away without a win. Say I lose, I don't get second, or even or say I win my game and Snake maybe doesn't do well. Like there's definitely a path to making it without winning.
There are paths, but with a win, I think B-Ball or Barnwell lock it up, and I think I think Deep Finesse is soft locked. I think a lot would have to go wrong, including him getting last in
Yeah,
order to not make it.
yeah, he'd have to get last. He'd have to get. I think he'd have to get last. I'd have to get first. Snake.
Yeah.
Snake would have to make it to 18.5 or whatever, and then I think one of B-Ball or Barnawal would have to win their final game. Maybe
Yeah.
that's the path that Deep Finesse missing, but yeah, it's such a narrow line.
Yeah, it's mildly awkward because I'm in the game with Snake and that game's already over. We've already played that game, but the results haven't been posted live because Eric's doing the hidden thing.
Oh, even the second to last round he's hiding.
Yeah, even the second to last round he's hiding.
Oh, I thought he was only hiding the final round. So wait, the fire and ice game is already known.
No, the fire and ice game is not
already
known.
played. It's already played.
The Fjords game for Snake has already been played.
Oh, okay. So he's not hiding the second to last round. It's just you played the game out of order, and Snake already. I see.
Yeah, we played the Fjords game. That result is hiding. He has not played his fire and ice game.
I see. Yeah. I get it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see.
Okay.
I thought that maybe for some reason one of the fire and ice games was also going to be hidden or something.
No, just the Fjords game. We played that last night. I have the VOD saved on my computer, and it will be uploaded when Eric tells me I'm allowed to.
I see.
Okay. Well, fun game. Congrats to Barnawal on the dub and keeping up in the race for the playoffs. Good luck to you, Skoomy, in your Fjords game whenever that happens, and we'll catch y'all next time, probably with some playoff action.
All right.
All right. Have a good night, y'all. Peace.
Have a good night.